Hi everyone, in this video we'll show you how to add a property to PropertyDirector. So after logging in, click the Manage Portfolio button in the top navigation. Since this user hasn't added a property yet, nothing will be listed here at this stage, so click the Add Property button in the top right. Now enter the mandatory fields which have been indicated with the red asterisk. So firstly, put in the address of the property. Now specify the property type, so in this case it's a house. We'll now put in the purchased month and year. So for this property, it was January 2018. Put in the purchase price and the current price. PropertyDirector automatically figures out the number of beds, bath, and car spaces and land associated with the property. So that's pre-populated. Now put in the rental income details. So let's say for this property, the user is getting $3,000 in rent, and that the rent is paid monthly. You can also put in the frequency of the payment. So again, we'll assume this is paid monthly, but you can also put in the different frequencies depending on how often you get paid for this particular property. We can also specify the day of the month you get paid. So we'll assume that it's the last day of the month, and we'll assume it's a standard income type. If the property has got additional rental income, you can also attach that to the property. So for example, if there's a granny flat on the property, you can specify a new income source, and you can just specify that it's granny flat income. So PropertyDirector has got that type of flexibility. So we'll just keep it simple and just keep it as one source of rental income. Now go down and put in the mortgage details. So let's assume it's a principal and interest loan. You can also say whether it's a interest-only loan. So we'll say that the bank is Commonwealth. Put in the interest rate. Put in the loan term, which is generally 30 years. Put in the type of loan, whether it's a variable or fixed, so we'll call it a fixed loan. Put in the original loan amount. So in this case, let's assume it was $450,000. And put in the current loan balance. So we'll assume there's still $420,000 outstanding. There's also the option of putting in the offset account balance, but we'll keep it simple and just leave that blank for now. And again, similar to the rental income, you can specify the frequency of how often you pay the repayments, and also the day of the month you pay it. So we'll assume it's a monthly payment, and we'll assume you pay it on the 14th of every month. PropertyDirector also gives you the ability to calculate the loan amount automatically based on the information you've inputted, or you can specify the amount yourself if you wish, which overrides the automatic setting. Now that you've entered all the mandatory details, click Add Property. And you'll see here that the property has been added with a grid screen which shows the key financial details associated with the property. So PropertyDirector automatically populates the rental income for the current financial year based on information you've entered, and it also populates the mortgage repayments for the current financial year based on the interest and loan information you entered. And at the bottom, there's placeholders for each specific type of expense as well. And this screen is a key screen as part of the bookkeeping system for PropertyDirector, where there's rows that have been set up for each particular type of expense or type of transaction, and the user can manage these as groups or as individual transactions. So we'll show you more on how to utilize this area of PropertyDirector in a different video. But just to show you that the property has been added, in the breadcrumb at the top, just click Manage Portfolio, and now you'll see that the property has been added to the user's portfolio.